Hello and welcome to today's broadcast. My name is Dan Caldwell, and it's an honor and a privilege to be with you again today. I'd like to talk about the importance of belief. Now, the word belief is defined as an acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists, and words that are used in conjunction with or in relation to belief is trust, faith, or confidence in someone or something. I personally believe that a belief is an essential attitude, especially when you desire the best in others. Now, I do realize that it's difficult under certain circumstances and situations. While knowing and understanding this particular concept can be critical, uh, and it can be challenging, the potential results that we can achieve are well worth the investment. It becomes a self fulfillment prophecy, so to speak, referring to the idea that when someone creates a belief in something that uh, is not yet true, then it expects that something to be true. And they do that with certainty. And if they do it with certainty, then it will become truth. Now, I'm not suggesting a name it and claim it belief system as such either. With reference to people, the belief in them is what we must communicate, along with our expectations, of course. When I worked in corporate, I learned that good people will conform and deliver the appropriate results if you believe in them. Let me qualify what I just said. I do not believe it is just in corporate. That this is my life experience, really. And when you model the results, positive things take place. I personally believe this is for every situation, for every leader, for every person, and for every follower. When you demonstrate a model belief, people respond to that. You see, I have learned when you're working with people, believe in them. And belief in them is critical to their success and yours as well if you're leading them. When you express a lack of confidence in someone, it is returned with mediocrity. However, if you believe in them and expect them to do well, the research has proven that they will live up to that particular expectation. Now, what we expect all too often is exactly what we get, isn't it? I refer to this as a self fulfilling prophecy. So, there are four key principles of this quote unquote self fulfilling prophecy that I'd like to share with you. Are you ready? Number one, we form certain expectations or beliefs of people or events based on our own perceptions or experiences. What we must know here is that our own experiences are not the only experience, and our perceptions are not the only perceptions on anything. Here's the key: there is always an answer. Let me say it again. There is always an answer, and that person that you're trying to instill belief in may very well be the answer that you need for that situation or that circumstance, especially if you express a belief in them. Number two, we communicate those expectations through our behaviors. We usually do that in a way that we would not have done without the belief. You model with your words and your actions what you expect, and they're watching and listening to your belief in them to decide if they believe in themselves. Then, number three, as a leader, people generally respond by adjusting their beliefs to match our belief in them. That's important. People will adjust their beliefs in themselves to adjust to our beliefs in them. So let me just say, encourage them, don't discourage them, motivate them, speak words of belief and not criticism. And then number four, the desired end result is that the original expectations become reality. Based on these principles, we can conclude that the expectation that leaders place on their team will determine the quality of the team's output. Input, output. You give positive input, they give positive output. A study several years ago of 100 self made millionaires revealed that the most common characteristics in that particular group was the desire and ability to see the good in others. They were people builders, not critics. They empowered and supported their teams to be the very best through positive means. Now, if millionaires can do it, then you and I can certainly do it as well. Believing the best in people is a critical piece of building successful, viable relationships, not to mention building successful businesses. This is Dan Caldwell. Until the next time, saying keep the fire burning and God bless.